If I asked you right now to say no to the next person who asked you for something, could you do it without feeling guilty? Most people can't. And that's the problem. Because every time you say yes when you mean no, you are slowly teaching people that your time, your energy, and your boundaries don't matter. And the scary part, you don't even realize it's destroying you. You don't struggle to say no because you're weak. You struggle because you're afraid. Afraid of disappointing people. Afraid of being seen as selfish. Afraid of conflict. Afraid that if you stop being useful, you'll stop being valued. Somewhere in your life, you learn that being agreeable keeps you safe. Maybe you were praised for being the good one. Maybe love felt conditional, like you had to earn it by being helpful, calm, and low maintenance. So your brain created a survival rule. Keep people happy and you'll be accepted. Now, every request feels like a test. When someone asks for a favor, your brain doesn't ask, "Do I have the capacity?" It asks, "What happens if I disappoint them?" And that fear makes you override your own needs. So you say yes to plans you don't want to attend. Say yes to extra responsibilities you don't have time for. Yes to conversations that drain you. Yes to people who give you the bare minimum. And every one of those yeses costs you something. The hidden damage of not saying no isn't just exhaustion. It's resentment. When you constantly prioritize everyone else, you start feeling unseen, unappreciated, taken for granted, but you don't express it because you agreed. So instead of speaking up, you get quieter, more tired, more distant, and here's the truth. Most people don't realize, when you can say no, your self-worth becomes tied to being needed. You start believing that your value comes from what you provide. If you're helpful, you matter. If you're available, you belong. But that's not connection. That's performance. Healthy relationships don't collapse because you set a boundary. Only relationships built on your overextension do. The first time you say no, it will feel wrong. Your chest will tighten. You'll overthink the message. You'll wonder if they're mad. That guilt you feel, it's not proof you're doing something bad. It's proof you're breaking an old pattern. And here's what's powerful. The people who respect you will adjust. They might be surprised at first, but they'll adapt. The people who only valued your convenience, they'll push back. They'll call you different, maybe even selfish. But understand this, people who benefited from your lack of boundaries will always resist your growth. Saying no is not rejection. It's clarity. It's saying, I respect my limits. And limits are healthy. You have limited energy, limited time, limited emotional capacity. If you give all of it away just to avoid discomfort, you'll end up empty. Start small. You don't have to transform overnight. Instead of immediately saying yes, pause. Say, let me check and get back to you. That pause gives you control. It shifts you from reacting to choosing. And when you say no, keep it simple. You don't need a dramatic explanation. You don't need to write a paragraph defending your decision. I can't commit to that right now is enough. The more you over-explain, the more you signal that your boundary is negotiable. Here's something to remember. Every time you say yes to something you want, you are saying no to yourself. No to your rest. No to your priorities. No to your peace. If you feel constantly overwhelmed, constantly drained, constantly stretched thin, it's not because you're incapable. It's because you haven't protected your capacity. And once you learn to say no, something shifts. You stop feeling like life is happening to you. You start feeling in control. Your yes becomes intentional. Your time becomes valuable. And your relationships become more honest. Because real connection doesn't require self-sacrifice as proof. Maybe the word you need to master this year isn't hustle. It isn't productivity. It isn't discipline. Maybe it's just 2 letters. No. Because sometimes the smallest word is the one that saves your peace, your energy, and your identity. And the moment you stop being afraid to say it is the moment your life starts changing